Adeshimamba no nsia aboye mamu ina adwo emamu akwa benyumre edmoba KFM TV eso enyumre emre asosen sema yabo ano efiye maimu ne yedninia ebeso mo se no nsia kase wo KFM TV so enyumre sem no edoso ye pa na mekai wo se dwumeko bi adaroma na enyumre wo mo eso masne ma mede kase boy mede ebeso mo asida enika bia enconfirma KFM Musical Center se upe instrument abo ewo asori ana odwumede bi ase a KFM Musical Center na enyume medium ho adanse ediamo se ope speaker microphone combo guitar drum set ni na no dueni etwem KFM Musical Center sue ya wonsa ebetimi akasa instrument ni na ebi uba nan ekopie mu ewa santimantema womo ewedum womo ne Sambra Hotel no anabon hwe nim won kramantem ha so no womo ewa Accra Zongole na no tu betimi akoho na woni womo akoye adwumane yade a womo ewo no mapa edema ye papa nyume womo eso yasne ma yede kase no yede ebeso mo sa enso so ana sidabium enconfirma talent microfinance womo eyetika krabia womo eboa nipa dodo ma musika sem agina ne nai so eno nti se oye ankranko nyume sorry na mo so mu pe baby edi musika esie no enyume talent ana make am for womo edi ama upe bosia so a obetimi edi weni atwe mu ewo makachi na yade a womo ebehwe na omone wo ayedwuma senia esefata sa enso so anenyume dada bateka benso eton phones ene ho akade bia sa ope iPhone Infinix Samsung yam Tecno nini ano wodweni ehwem ewo dada bateka bakachi a wobenya phones bia eye papa ne bono so eda form bokwa warranty edasnum eno so esuye papa oduka nehia womo eben takwa station pe eno ntu betimi akodada ba na wakwadwo phones apapa a ebo no eda from boko enyume edwumeko we adaroma no mo somasne ma mede kase boy mede beso mo nsem no edoso ye papa na de ebedi mo akotini ebi enese mrahye bedwani ba akwendede waba monti ma wodi abetudwa wochim se nyaiwa ahodo bebre na ekoso my Ghana kame ayesesesi ade ano akostro papa e wo sempeni timi hwe na wo mo eye bibi fa ho ye de mu nchemu yedi ebeba abesomo eye auditor general Johnson eye ekwamo wo no so abekasa wochim se sesi ade woni high level or the high level meeting bi ebehye so a woni mampeni chief justice attorney general woni omuna ebehia atwetwe nkomo eno so yedi emu nsem yedi ebesom yedi dwede nsem enso ebeka ho ede amonyume wani dwede nsem no so dadelumba eye ne ho keni wono so ede nsem bi abetudwa efa dadelumba eye ne final funeral right date na wonde aba montene no wode tab no atoso ay no so yede emu nsem yede ebeba abesum enyume weni nsem ne afufo pi enyume yabo ano ayede besum se no nsia kase wo KFM TV ne so mekai wo se enyume nsem no etwego ewe abefo ntentam fidie ne so Facebook ani YouTube KFM TV gye channel nti wetimi ahwe bi na wa share na wa like na wa dwentwe no so wudi egu ase ama me kama mebe ma mekai ni nia ede ama okenka fo enyume wotimi nka no edin amejeso ene Maame Esi Nkrumah meda ne me honsema ba me ba nsem no edo so na mehya ase ede ama ebusuafo yeguso emamu ina akwa aba edam asise enyume muguso etimo TV no ha mohwe no sia kase wo KFM TV no so because eka wo se enyume nsem no etwego ewe abe fontentam fide ne so Facebook and YouTube KFM TV gh eno to betimi ahwe bi na wa share na wa like na enyume wa dwentwe no eno so di egu ase ama me kama me hye nsem na se ede amode amahye bedwani a owo garu abato mpeso aso onmonyamfo de Thomas Winsium eye anaba wodi abetudwa wochim se kame ayesen yarewa dodo na wo my Ghana ha ne emu dodo na anna ama ne homeso wo my Ghana wo sempenifo ni monim ya wo mutimi hwe na wo mo bibi fa ho yare bi ti se hepatitis B diabetes cancer ene yarewa bebre na wo kame ISS an yarewa we ya mabodi no ama ne homeso wo my Ghana ha se si ade nipa dodo na enye bi enu ntia wo se Ghana mpenifo wo mutimi hwe na edmonim ya modin hihye pa egu kwam ne sa yare na womutimi eso ano nentini mu enkudu nipa dodo na eso ewo man Ghana ha mrahye bedwane owo garu abaton peso so eye onmonyamfo Thomas wono anodin semwe abetudwe nwumre yenso ye de bi eso mu
of the Made in Ghana Health and Labor Summit 2025. Let me begin by congratulating Mental Pulse Africa and University of Ghana of the Public Health for a vision and commitment in convening this timely and pioneering summit. This summit comes at a defining moment in our national health journey. Across Ghana, and indeed across the continent, we are facing a growing crisis of non-communicable diseases. These silent killers, hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, mental health disorders, and more, now account for over 43% of deaths in Ghana, yet most of them are preventable. What is even more concerning is that the principal risk factors such as stress, poor nutrition, tobacco, alcohol use, physical inactivity, and long working hours, and to add the new risk factor, contamination of our soil from illegal mining, that will bring cancer in 10 years' time, are linked directly to where we spend most of our working hours, the workplaces. That makes today's conversation not only timely, but also very critical. The workplaces is no longer just a place for production, it's a place for prevention, a place for protection, and a place for purpose. If we are truly serious about reducing NCD's burden, then the fight must begin not only in our hospitals and clinics, it must include our offices, our factories, our schools, and then our farms. A healthy workforce is the foundation of a productive nation. When employees are well, businesses often perform better, families thrive, and national development becomes sustainable. But when employees' well-being is neglected, productivity declines, healthcare cost rises, and our social fabric weakens. So it is in everyone's interest, employers.
This member NWT mrahye bedwane a owo garu abaton peso so ni sema wode etu dwane na nyumreke FM TV so yede bi abesom yedu efri sansem no naido akonsem from there secondi wo mo edwade bi a ne koba ne se collapse eno enam so amani pa ba ko de wo hwe ne nkwa wato ananan ewon siedo a eno hosem ye papa pa ho eno enam so ma secondi mrahye bedwane onmonyam for bli nyameche ama wono so edi abetudwa wo chem se mra CMC ye bohye ahodo a Ghana penny for a show mo se ombehwe no mo siesie sa market edi amom no wo chese munu ye otimu se e wo se penny for wo mu twomani na mo behwe na sa bohye no wo mutimi edi so edi mom we san se ade se nea eye dwade bia ne tibia wo mu no enya ade a etwa ye kwanu ti wo mo straban ene ni penny for se wo mu mbra na wo mo embesiesie ni nia emfa ma wo no san ehwom bo se ade ombehwe woni penny for ebe kasa na sa ade we wo mahwe asano ede amobibia onmonyam for bli semwe ana wodi tudwa nyumeke FM TV so yede bi esomo.
Honorable Atoforsen, to have mercy on Secondly, especially our market women, our mothers. They've suffered for 32 years. We've had MPP ruling in Secondly for 28 years, and still they should look at the state of our market. They should have mercy. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we are crying for mercy. We are crying for compassion. Show compassion on us. For Secondly, is crying out loud for your mercies. His Excellency, please come and rebuild our market for us. People are dying. People are dying. People are crying. People are injured. Please, please. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our mother, Her Excellency Nana Jane. Please, Prof, we know you are a mother. We know through you, you can for the president to come and fulfill the promise he made to us on our platform, campaign platform, when he visited Secondary. I am pleading. I am pleading. I am pleading in the name of God. Please, this market is not good for human habitation.
Afternoon Secondary Mashe Bejani Ayon Monyam for Blay Nyamiche Ama Wono and Odini Koto Yogu Forma wode ade shede kese we eto Ghana mpeni fo enim sesesi ade wo muntwa muni enfam be hwe eye Secondary timemu fa wo ho ne sesi ade wo muhia wo momo ayi papa pa enwume yenso ye de bi ebesom ye free sansem no na ye de wo ato ansem no so akonsef from the adu kopiem e temale temale Metropolitan Assembly wo mo de abetudwa wo mo echim se sesi ade ensio ho ayedin ye papa pa e de amomo a wo mo nya nsuo mpo no mo de di wo mo dada dwumede eno enam so Emma Metropolitan Chief Executive Abubakari Adam Tankoro wono anode asemwe abetuja wo chemse challenge ade a wo ho ache papa sesi ade wo mo ehia mpenifo emmoa sesi ade wo mo su frega na mpenifo se wo mo so wo mo ntimi ntwa wo ni emfa mbehwe wo na temale ene important de sesi ansio ho ayedin ye papa ede amawo.
Yes, if you take the water challenge in the northern region, especially Tamale Metro, we used to have a place called Dalong where the company station was. And for almost 50 years now, the machines that were installed in that place, they're still the same machine that we do. When it was taking care of about 11 million population. Now the population has doubled to 28 million. And this old machine is still supplying the people of Tamale water. So as a result of that, the Ghana Water Company do ration. If they give if they give a particular areas for this day, then they close the taps and move to another area. But this time around, the rationing system is very bad in such a way that it can take an area for almost 6 months or even more than that. Water will not run through the pipes. So that is this challenge that we have currently. But thank God, under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama promises, the water and housing minister visited the place and then promised the people of Tamale that I think government and then European Union is signing an agreement so that the water system, especially the machines, will be worked on. And then we'll also install new machines at Yape, which will also pull the water to the town system, and then across beyond Tamale Metro to Yendi. So currently, this is what we are waiting for. So currently, what the sitting MPs and then the assemblies are doing is that we try to identify areas that the water tables are stable. So we go to put up boreholes for the people to use now. Then the peri-urban areas, the dams that we have, we are seriously working on those dams so that the people from the peri-urban area and then the rural area.
Ebusuafo enunti nsem ana Metropolitan Chief Executive Temale ene important wode abetuja KFM TV yenso ye dibi ebesum ye do free sansem no akonsem from there National Coordinator Edema District Road Improvement Program ni Lante Vanda Point no so abekasa watch se Ghana kebeya ye education no emfa skills ho na ebibia no ebetimi aboama nipa dodo na wo manye adwuma ye na unemployment adolso wo my Ghana ha no and also ano etimi abras enunti sesi ade wo stress Ghana penny for wo hwe na ade we wo mo enye ne se ya ebeboa ama bibia no man no etimi akonani.
I think as a country we must be able to sit down and have a comprehensive analysis of our job market.
Okay.
At this point in time, do we need teachers? Yes. How many teachers do we need? What type of teachers do we need? what is even our educational tangentials? What are the goals, the immediate short-term goals are we setting as a country for our educational system? So if, for example, for the next 10 years, our focus is going to be manufacturing and production.
Okay.
How do we produce those skilled manpower to be able to take care of that sector? So in that situation, can we tweak our educational system a bit to see how do we recruit more teachers to teach those subjects so that we can have more of our children coming out from that area? For the past months, let me tell you, I've been struck and I've become addicted to watching Steve Harvey.
Right.
and I look at the kids who appear on this program. 4 years, 5 years, some of them are already scientists.
Yeah.
So it tells you in other jurisdictions, right from birth, children are introduced to the sectors and the areas they have desires for or aspirations for. And they are given that education and it opens them up.
Yeah.
So they don't need to go through all this laborious educational system. So that if it is our wish that in the next 10 years we want to have more engineers, then right from our basic level, let's see how we can open up to have more children learning engineering. In that situation, the next 5 years, what are we doing? We are recruiting people who will be teaching engineering.
Could that be the idea behind the STEM schools that were?
Well, it's not only about STEM, but I'm looking at generally how to be able to focus. So that when we know that we need to recruit 10,000 teachers, then government makes provision in the budget for recruitment of 10,000 teachers, they are training and they are posting. So by the time they are posted, there won't be any issue about their salaries being in arrears or money is not ready to pay them or they not be captured in the data system. So you have to go through this. So you understand? So that if it is about police men that we are recruiting, we know that the next 10 years we need 10,000 policemen, police officers.
Tiafoinuntinsem and a national coordinator Edema District Road Improvement Program Nilanti Vanderpoy Wode Etudra. Now sign HMBM say a kami ayese okopiemu ewo yenkra se ahodo a ewo my Ghana ha. Eye suku apoy suku ahodo ewo ho no teacher for dodo na ni hone no ade bia entwa ye anu ti wasan extra aban se won hwe na bibia no won employee teachers no mon kwasa rural area si na wo mo enkoye adwuma ho na o chese ukọ suku bi mu a headmaster no wonu ano hwe subject ahodo a ewo ho ina wo hwe so eno ade bia entwa ye no ti sese ade wo sa aban etimi hwe na sade no wo mo bibi efa ho
country where you could have 1 or 2 teachers only for whole school.
Yeah.
So one of them is the headmaster, and he's also teaching about 3 or 4 classes. We have certain parts of this country where we have excess teachers. Because everybody who is recruited today in the Ghana Education Service want to be in Accra or Greater Accra region, Ashanti region, or Eastern region.
Right.
He wouldn't want to go to Western North or Upper East, Savannah, or other places. They wouldn't want to go there. So everybody, as a politician sitting there, I can tell you, there have been so many times when I've had people who will call, Honorable, please, I've been posted to some village here, and I want to be transferred to Kumasi, or I want to be transferred to Accra.
Everyone wants to be in the big cities.
Yes. And the Ghana Education Service is aware that we have glut of teachers in certain parts of the country and virtually none in certain parts of the country. Rationalization should be done. Then we can come out to say that, look, yes, within the educational sector, we have this number of vacancies for administrative. And we have this number of vacancies for classroom work. So within the next year or next 2 years, we are recruiting this number of people. Then the finance minister also will be able to know that we must make provision in the budget to take care of these people. But we recruit people without considering where the money will be coming from to pay them. And it's all about politics. It's all about politics, and it is something that has persisted, and as a country, we need to sit down and critically look at it.
Adeshima Bansemwe Anani Lante Vandapoy Wade Abetu Junimake FM TV and so Yadibi Abesum Yedu every Sansem no Nedo are concerned from their enchebia and a health workers a hodra or more ever my Ghana how modi or ye church or more HM say Bosum Bessie Dunie salary and a ketu friend is a ketu or Monsanka be the biarada and no aya de be a home ye papa massiten mo I din amom and nunti and omode so ye tree as she shares so no and I'm so amended day a year labor minister Dr. Rashid Pupil. One also about Montinima, what the boss kese abeshesa health workers na wochim say wo salary no penny for eden share pa egu kwam say won be share na wo metimi etua ade amon wo che say busum wei enko na wie no na wo ntue ya wo show mo boss say busum ba kwa ebesim no won be share na wo tua sasika ni nia ade amon manu ti labor minister Dr. Rashid Pupil wono anodin semwe abetu eja.
Close, permit me to address the recent demonstration some nurses and teachers over the non-payment of their salaries. As a minister responsible for labor, jobs, and employment, I am profoundly concerned. I assure you, and I assure them, that my ministry is working in close collaboration with the ministries of Finance, Health, and Education to cut through the bureaucratic tangles and resolve these issues with alacrity and with a purpose. And let me assure you, and to all the members, that between now and the next 1 month, at least before the end of the year, we will address the problem and you will get back to work happy and committed. Dignity at work begins with predictable, prompt, and decent compensation. We owe it a duty to ensure these salaries issues are curtailed and do not aggravate the plight of our dear nurses and teachers. They are very critical to us and we need them. Nothing should prevent them from working. It is an unbearable contradiction that the very people tasked with safeguarding our health systems and educating our future generations must face these challenges. This directly undermines the purpose of this summit if we allow it to continue. So prioritizing mental health at the workplace.
Ebusia for Nunti Labor Minister Dr. Rashid Pupil wono anodin semwe na etudwa nyumeke FM TV yenso ye de bi abesumo wono siakase ne so yeto ansem ne so na yedo akonsem from dia se na be ya disua ho nsem ebetimi akonenim ewo my Ghana ha eye yesuku nkoda nche bi a mocho BC social na sesi ade wo mo ebekọ mo senior high schools ahodo no eno enam so ama eye second D ma shebedwani eye onmonyam for blay nyameche ama wono so abone humodin a deliver eye chop box trunk bese 700 de ama eye BC social nkodai a wo mocho BC wodi amoma wo chese wo mo fa nko sukunu na wo chese October bosumi de tosu eduonu mu no wo besan e de bus ebesi hwan de wo mo beko school na sa bus no na de wo beko akosi wo mo schools ahodo a wo mo beko manu nti second D ma shebedwani eye onmonyam for blay nyameche ama wono anodin semwe abetudwa ene eye ni distribution awoye en KFM TV enyume yen so ye de bi so
continuation of our educational program that we initiated in September, whereby we gave 300,000 exercise books to the basic educational peoples, and then we continue to the secondary. And we are giving out 700 trunks, 700 chop buses to those going to the boarding houses that are living in secondary and their parents are voters in secondary. It is purposely for voters that are either living in secondary or living outside the constituency, and their wards are going to the boarding house or being admitted to the boarding schools. That is what we are doing today. The rationale behind what we are doing is, it is a promise that I made that we are going to lessen the burden of our parents in education. Reason being that financially, it is a massive burden for parents. The notion is free education, yet it is not free. The cost involved in sending your work to school is triple what our time we used to pay. And so we sat down with my team and my constituency chairman. We planned that we need to lessen the burden of the parents. We instituted an educational fund that we were trying to encourage people to donate into it. We never had a lot, so we had to bring in our own resources. And the 700 trunks and 700 buses was giving us almost about 200,000 Ghana cedis. That is what we are spending. It is not 200, but almost.
What was the plan for those who are not in boarding?
Regarding those who are not in boarding houses, Lawyer Blay Ama is providing free buses to ferry them to school and then back home. In the morning, the buses will leave the constituency 6:20 from the first point and then go around the constituency and pick up students and then take them to their various schools. We have the nearby constituencies, which is Chakrade. We have secondary schools there, we have primary schools there, we have Kwesimintim, we have secondary school and primary school.
Secondary Mrashebejani Ayon Monyam for Blay, Nyamiche Ama Wono, Anodin same way Abetujo Numeyen, so Yadibi Abesomo, Yedu Efri Sansem Naido, a consent from their Auditor General, Aya Johnson, Equiamwa, as you do one, so Abekasa. Watch him say, Cecia dear one Ghana man penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a Chief of Staff, any penny for Bebrina, a Bisha, and Yankita on dear watches, says Ankita on Dino, and no air dear, a bebois, amo my Ghana, it's me, it's pony, a kind corner, it's me, Akonimi, Papa, Auditor General, Nisema, what the etu, John, and you make FMTV, and so Yedibi, some more.
Direct to the president. Our reports go to the PAC. And we also send copies to the entities that are concerned. It's been a challenge for a long time. It's been a challenge for a long time. And I think the president has stepped in, as the head of state, just to take action. Instead of just talking. Now, I believe that he wants action taken, not just writing a report and then the following year we go and write the same report. So I think it's a right decision.
What format is this meeting likely to take between the president, yourself, the AG, and the Chief Justice?
I will not know the whole content because the convener is His Excellency, the President. But what I know is that we want to find a lasting solution to this annual canker. Every year we produce, no action is taken. But I believe that the President is desirous of bringing this canker to an end.
And when is the meeting scheduled? Has his office reached out to you yet? And when that meeting will be?
I'm told that the meeting will be on the 20th. On the 20th of this month.
Okay, all right. To the extent that the president said, there should be some expedited action with respect to the journey to Insawam with people who have had these infractions. What's your take on that?
No, our laws establish the punishment for every offense. Yeah, and looking at what people are saying, or the thing that we are seeing, if you have stolen state money, I believe there are in a lot of laws that will determine where you go from there. And one of the destinations in Sawam, as His Excellency mentioned. We must deter people from even having the appetite to steal. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think now, if I always call something like the tune at the top. Now the tune is set from the top.
Yeah.
There will be no escape for anyone who misbehaves.
Yeah.
I strongly support the president's stance.
Okay.
Additional benefit in some way, and auditor general one also what they abetu dry DB ebe so ye jina sansem ne so na ye try ho akwaje abo afon krato aba ye ba nsem ne do so na metu aso ediamo.
Fraba just one yo yanom a shaya ain't use fuel when so yansesa oil ne wonya any ni key a shaya gumechi na eye lip moto Giomi anase nami eyemu bia won sabeka wo KFM Limited e wo Ghana ha lip moto abefo cancer abi yanom emwedene sanso efe wa hwe interiors here. Can't hear me, Timothy see, and you're trying to lip motor. There were 3 modes of driving. Obey me a switch it, so open 10 more. Obey the sports mode. So person will save you battery. Obey me is economy mode. That's a pen tem now open with normal riding so. You're trying to standard. What charger will battery within 6 hours? I bet to me do work Kumasiaba. Measure air 310 kilometers. Into one how. Obey to me so the 3 hours fast charger. I charge and I'm you fool. Bonama, no wako Kumasiaba. Say no. Me and try the akano. Giomi. Ya wonyane key. Make sure the key in the bell. While we just in the interior on it here now. Black and white papa. Son of FSN yo. Why screen tenting? A bomb on cano, battery aka. Never who mileage and so also. When so dear it took 320 kilometers and sana was our charging. We bet me a charging in 6 hours. Fast charger in 3 hours. I bear for if we so. We bet me a driving in 3 modes. A yes standard, sports, and now say economy. So we pen to say me yanum choose sports what say. We bet me to quite fee hakoko basi. I'm a battery ni be swak because a 320 kilometers. We charging in 6 hours, which means your full battery. Now when you fast charge and swap 3 hours per your set. Making sure so okay in the car when you saw came. Will be a door and I start. Chili Joby, black and white. Makuma swat. Man san cow dear. You check the akana. Yeah, no. I bet for the animal back on you. The awiniano key. Making sure so key in the band when you saw came. We no F. Let a woman sit down. A gray no your one would do me, no. The near hakakra, any dear mood. As also was screens me, no. Wait, and more information of when you were canny winning. Answer Bessia Bonum Papa, your friend entertainment, the Awihiano, Anne. And that's over to me so driving in 3 modes, just like the others. Standard, and I say sports. So open them. Car way so. A bet to me to Kwaya Kokumasiaba. 330 kilometers. Which am I do crab to make Jesus so no one kakra and Sunday do. What charging 6 hours, sir? No. So bet me charging 3 hours. If I no fast charge. And you know when KFM Limited and they are big just so. Fraying near me own sanka what the intentem. So open installments, a high purchaser, and train one nasi. We've got you solid. Yanume, on Sabechimia Fidie Mubia, and KFM Limited. On Sabeke Fidie no which Yanon Kakra, wait, Unyano Bebia, a KFM Limited. Fraying, ever sort out.
My dog Benami Ghana to call to a jackle hold to Kokata. Me a chonya de Venami Cho Talent Microfinance Limited Gajadopa. Me a one susu savings, addition, school bois for cashback, play bubua okata. Nenyebe egadzom de miagbo la letie tomegbeko ateun aho gadodo ke nenyebe egadzom vivi la nenyebe o gahia ola ateun ava de o gai ke ne hia fa
ta nenyebe mi foncho mi afa jom yo ke mi afa gadodo nyawa business loan elemiashi church finance elemiashi salary loan elemiashi eye bubu li kenye personal loan nenyebe mi foncho business loan enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao nenyebe washigba keke alum elesue we have talent mi pepe gede nwo nenye washigba lesua ne woge wo keke gede ji to talent pomo nuome nenyebe mi foncho mi afa salary loan enye gado mo wike mi vuna mi afa jirudu dola nke ga nyu he ya va talent wo payslip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia o na koko ho salary loan le rate nwe to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji fufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe keke ake mi flege no na no hem vi choji nto jinwade vare kwereka mo popo kai ganyu he ya talent kuna kpohe ya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado monwa anobobo enami akpenami
etibe ya nyafi ke talent la
talent microfinance jengo amegan shipe ape letina tejipo hotame
mi ape kapomo enya 050-129-1298 alo 050-128-9119 talent oga kwamanu kwanta
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Ebusia for ye mamu ina akwa babiom esan edam asise enwumre mu guso etimu TV ne ho amotwe no nsia kase wo KFM TV ne so enwumre sem no edoso na metwa so ede amodia eye NPP member ba ko ndedwe wo no so abekasa ede afa sika bia eye ndisi amenioko ne inject ya wo chese eno na ye sika betimi abo ama eye akra tukumasi kwantimpo no wo matimi ahwe na wo mu esi ne no ana papa abekasa ade afa wo chim se sika no so bo 4.5 billion Ghana cedis wono ana asasi ke ndisi amenioko no wo mo inject ya wo chese na no sika bia betimi aboaye papa ama eye akra tukumasi kwantimpo no na wo matimi esi ehose no ntinsem we ana enwumei wo mo de abetudwa KFM TV yesu yedi bi abesum yedu every sansem no na yedo akọ ensem foforo mo edia eye immigration officer wono ankasa ne yonko brebo ekunu yayaye no enam so ma semi wo mo de di court akoni abasa nende ana mo san ekopie mu ewo court ne ma mo koye no ana court ebu ase mo asan etu asem na sheda mo de akọhye October busme ne da etoso eduonum yenu eno enam so ama wo mabusuan aba monten wo kase wo mani ngi senia court esifa edi asem kame ayese enda etu asheda ochino mo etu asheda wo chese no eyade bia wo mani ngi ho no mo de wo mu hia justice ewo asem mu eno nti eye immigration officer ne busuan for some way ana wo mo de etu dwa yensu yedi bi esom
any time no more remuno ya dene ba ya dene ekono a ene yenya sampa boa no enti yamfa ne ho nche no dom guide na kopim so obewu o mochire ko mbe guide ai
na dwumade no woni angi ho ana
dabi na ade ne yete ade ne koye ya kan sai motor de ai enu anse ade na ba ne yasan ade ne ekro up and down mo join cases sai mo to ashada sai say am fankwai say how mo ntimi eye keto mo fankwa kase mu ai ada no mo fankwa kase mu na busua ye di akwane aba ye ne ye de hye afiri mu say ya no ye nya ni akwanya o ba wonu a wadi ye nyamrasam no e wa akwanya ya ye guide no ena go push ye pushing kwa yene enti o damache di asam bakwa ko ye push ai ye ne ya samo ano no we ni evidence ampa boa we na ye nya no bright ne dia mohwa ne nan ene ne yensa ka ne nan ne nan tabam nsa nantwie enie baako de wode kɔ yanya baako manya baako ɔno nso fa baako ne nkɔ na mudi kɔ yɛ dɛ o anu de ebra ne so a last munya tobazika nso pa bo eno so mudi kɔ yɛ dɛ o anu de wo yɛ ne ayɛ ho abusua no wode yɛ fa ya wo mu ti nso de ne bɛ fa ya wo mu yaw na ɔde yɛ fa mu no na police for no ya na ya me ya sɛ wo mo ma yɛ kwan ma yɛ fa yɛ nsa nkeka ne bi busuafo no nti immigration officer in busuafo ana nwe wo mo abekasa wo mo chese court enhwe na asemi wo mu endi ne se ne efeta na kame ayese wo mo eche wo ho edodo no nti semwe na nwumre KFM TV ye de abesom ye do efri sansem no na ye do akọ ensem foforo mo dia eye Ghana Market World Teachers Day na Jumede ekọ so na advocates ba kwa ba montima wo chese sesi ade wo mu de adua makoma so ade wo hia ne se aban betimi ahwe na rural areas Maame Nkrumah ahodo e wo my Ghana ha no eye school dan anase school e wo ho no e teacher fo no wo mu esua enti wo mo sha aban se wo mo hwe na wo mo enfa teacher fo bebre na enko saa bia ye ahodo e na wo ntimi enko kira de na adesua entimi enko so e wo ho ye papa no nti wo mu de wo mu ni bibia ebisa aban se wo mu hia teacher fo e wo rural areas ahodo a e wo o my Ghana ha
education space. We appreciate the significant contributions that teachers make in the provision of quality education delivery. At the same time, we recognize the critical challenges that they face in an attempt to deliver their responsibilities. On this special occasion, to mark the World Teachers Day, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to every teacher across the length and breadth and the nook and cranny of our beloved country. At the same time, we would like to bring to the attention of the public, especially education policy actors, on some critical issues requiring their urgent attention. Sometime in 2023, we conducted a research on teacher deployment in Ghana, and then the following observations are made. The existing teacher recruitment policy, to give a context. The existing teacher recruitment and deployment policy in Ghana operates on the basis of a highly centralized system. It involves reporting teacher vacancies in schools to the Ghana Education Services headquarters, through the district to a regional, and then the headquarters of GES post teachers directly to schools. We are saying that this top-down approach, according to our research, has not delivered the expected improved learning outcomes we desire. The strategy and related policies have not been able to address the equity concerns, as around 68% of vacancies in this study remain in rural areas. Secondly, the quality of basic education was found to be low, as 4 out of 6 districts had over 70% of students who took the BECE in 2020, obtaining above grade 30. The centralized recruitment and deployment of teachers was found in the study to be ineffective, as some teachers posted to schools and districts managed to secure reposting to their preferred places. To note is that the centralized system of deployment of teachers has affected the GES language of instruction, the L1 policy, because assuming someone is posted from Accra, who speaks Ga, and posted to a place like Bungbalga or Poligno, and coming to speak Dagbani, because you're supposed, from basic 1 to basic 3, you're supposed to, the medium of communication with the learners is the local language. And so this centralized system actually affects this goal. Now, the overall impact of this centralized policy is that we have noted 2 issues. The first is that people train teacher ratio between rural and urban schools are likely to increase because of the situation we have just mentioned. The second is that the possibility of many more teachers facing mental health, because a study by the African Union indicates that the wide range of stresses, including workplace environment, huge class sizes, and then long hours, inadequate salaries, can affect a teacher well-being. Now, what do we recommend to government? The following are our recommendations.
Deshimamba yedu every sansemu na yedu atu ansemu so de do ko apomode ensemu na ye health minister umonyafo kwabna minta kando ende de wo bo anaye kopie mu e wo la general hospital eye project kesi a ekwoso ho ne ho anokoduru a wode nsem dodo na etudwa wo chem se sa project wo mo hwe nim se eye mfem yenu eda yenim no eno ana umbetimi ejina so ediewe bibia ede amon nti se bibia etuto yi a mfem yenu eda yenim no ombehwe na sa eye hospital we wo mo sininia ede amo bibia se ne be ya yapomuden nsem no ebetimi ejina ne nan so kwam na minta kando nsem we ana de tudwa in Wake FM TV yeso ye dibi esom.
I think if everything goes on well, we should be done in the next 2 years. If everything goes according to plan, we should be done in the next 2 years. So we will ensure that in the next budget, an allocation is made for that to continue. We're not going to abandon this site at all. We're going to follow it till it's fully completed. So we are interested. Yes, any other question?
How is this one the pressure down from the other hospitals?
No, you see, it's obvious that within the catchment area is very, very big. And so if this facility is completed, the pressure on Ridge and then like, what do you call it? Lekma will go down. So it's very, very important. The area is densely populated, you know. And so I'm very sure that when this one is completed, we will have less load on these facilities, and it will go a long way to help the people in there. So not only for health delivery, even for the economy of the area. Thank you very much.
Health Minister Kwabena Minta Kandwa wono anodin nsem etudwa na nsem no anfensi wa wosan edit tudwa biom a wochim se la General Hospital project kesi a ekoso ho no sika second one no ade a wo de ho nkrata akoto Ministry of Finance enim a wo hwe enim se mpenifo betimi ahwe no mo asensan bibia na sika no etimi abeka monsa na edwuma wo so mutimi de ye no almost wetimi ahwe na omodi aye bibia na edwuma no etimi akoso kama same way ana health minister was saying Eddie etudwa
available, and the second IPC has been raised. As I indicated during my first submission, we have forwarded them to the Ministry of Finance. That is a process. We can't pay you without IPC, without you raising anything. And so it's been raised. We forwarded them to the Ministry of Finance. We've done some follow-ups with the Member of Parliament, myself. The last time I did a follow-up was yesterday. I engaged the Minister of Finance, and the Minister of Finance is committed into ensuring that funds are released for this project to progress. I am happy that today I've come to see the workers on site, and they are willing to make progress until any payment is made. And so we'll continue to monitor keenly, and I will have a special interest in this particular project. As you all know, this is my first time of coming to this site. I've been here in a different capacity before, so it is my responsibility as a minister of the sector to make sure that this progresses and is finally completed, to ensure they are also paid on time. So I think it's fair. If you ask my objective assessment, I think it's fair. They've made their point. Every contractor, when he or she gets the opportunity to meet the minister and he has a financial challenge, it's an opportunity to put it before the minister. So it's fair. The minister has come to your site, and it's only fair that she will also tell us what we are going through. But I've assured them, and we are going to get in touch with them to make sure that we will also assist them.
So there's been different timelines to the completion of this.
Adeshima Benunti same way and a health minister Umwenya for Kwabena Minta Kando wodi to Jemma wo bwana ekopiemu ewola General Hospital site on a ho ana wodi same way na tudwa KFM TV enso yedibi ebesom ye gina ne nsem so na yada ne ho sima ba ye ba ye de nsem no eko edwadie Yado ekwadwedie mu nsem dia eye Ghana Petroleum de abetudwa wo echemu se eye 2025 eye quarter no ebae no first half no bae no eye ade a wo mu isika wo mu etimi ehwe ye 56% eno ene ye ade a wo mu echem se petroleum revenue no etimi drop ye no mu chem se 2025 no ade a wo mu bo mu homodin ye papa na sa 56% eno eye ade bia etimi ma wo mo adwuma no etimi ekọ form ye kakra wo mo ehwe nim se eye afiwe enko na wie ye de no mo asan pagya wo mo edu bia ye ahodo a wo mo epese wo mo edu eno nti wo mo che se eye first half edima 2025 ni de eye 56% ana a drop ye edi free wo mo eye petroleum sector ni ma wo che se eno eye ade bia wo mo hwe wo mo de hihye pa egu kwan se ade we wo betimi ahwe no mo aso ano ede amobia nsemwe ana enyume ye de abesom ewe dwedi mu ye da ne ye ho sima ba ye ba ye de nsem no ekwa ni dwedi em. Yado ekwa ni jedi nsemu dia eye na wotwe mu ana beto odwa se Ghana yenyum tuni ye legend a wonya ni baby ko eye Daddy Lumba ni final funeral right no modi date no ebeto odwa mo chem se wo December abosumi ni da etoso ensia e wa fimpinu ni ediono enum no ana wo mode ni final funeral right no modi be hihye so e wo my Ghana ha eno enam so ama legend eye Charles Kojofo so eye ni hukeni ni first wife aye friend se akosua se wa fosu a wono so aba montima wo chese sisi ade wo de tab no ato sa date na mpenifo ede abetudwa no esan se mra wo mo ehihye date no eye wono akosua se wa ene ne mba de o mo ntimi ambo mo amane eno nti wo mu yi o mu film ana o mankasa de o mo pe aye date eye bibia ede abetu edwa mo chese ye ebekọ so e wa santimantem eno ana akosua se wa chemu se wonti ase enne na wate ase ochina eno nti sa date wo mo de tab no ato so akosi se mpenifo ebetimi ahwe no mo di date fufa aba no enya de a wo betimi agye ato enu nti semwe ana akosua sewa eye Daddy Lumba ne first wife no wono so wo de abetudwa KFM TV enso ye de bi abesumo ye gina so na ye de enwume no nsia kase no ye de ninia aba na ewe ye semwe na edo so na dwumeko bi adaruma no mo boy Tridom KFM Musical Center Dadaba Tech Hub ana Talent Microfinance omo ana enwume wo mo so yasne maidi no nsia kase no ye de abesumo kenkan fo a enyume wote menka no edin a meje so ene Maame Esi Nkrumah yakra mu nyina